You ate something today without thinking twice. Maybe bread, maybe fruit, maybe a cup of coffee. You knew it wouldn't kill you, but somewhere in human history, somebody had to eat it first, and that person didn't have Google. No ingredient label, no poison control, no book telling them which mushroom destroys your liver and which one becomes dinner. For most of human history, every forest was basically a supermarket with no labels. Thousands of leaves, roots, berries, seeds, insects, and mushrooms. Some could feed you, some could make you sick, and some could kill you. So how did humans figure it out? The obvious answer is trial and error. Someone eats the red berry, they survive, everyone remembers. Someone eats the white berry, they collapse. Everyone remembers that too. But that explanation has a problem. If every generation had to personally rediscover every poisonous plant by dying from it, humans wouldn't have lasted very long. Your body actually came with a few warning systems already installed. Bitterness is one of them. Many toxic compounds taste bitter, and humans are unusually sensitive to bitter chemicals. That's why a baby doesn't need a chemistry lesson to reject something extremely bitter. The face happens automatically, tongue out, nose wrinkled, mouth open. Your body is basically saying, spit that out, but bitterness isn't a perfect detector. Coffee is bitter, cocoa is bitter, plenty of safe plants are bitter, and some dangerous foods don't taste particularly threatening at all. So humans needed something far more powerful than taste. They watched. If birds repeatedly ate a fruit, that was information. If monkeys avoided a plant, that was information too. Animal behavior became a kind of living field guide, but copying animals could also get you killed. A bird can safely eat berries that contain chemicals dangerous to humans. Different bodies process toxins differently. Watching animals gave clues, never guarantees. And this is where the real human advantage appeared. Not a stronger stomach, not a better nose. Other animals had those. Our advantage was that one person's mistake could become everyone else's knowledge. Imagine a child reaching toward a dangerous plant. An older person stops their hand. Don't eat that. The child doesn't need to be poisoned to learn the lesson. Knowledge has just jumped from one brain into another. Now multiply that by thousands of people and thousands of years. Which berries appear in summer, which roots are safe after rain, which mushrooms grow near certain trees, which plants stop being dangerous after cooking. Humans weren't simply finding food anymore. They were building a database, except it wasn't written down. It lived inside stories, habits, demonstrations, warnings, and the memories of older people. And then humans discovered something even stranger. Sometimes a poisonous food could be turned into food. Heat changes chemistry. Soaking can remove unwanted compounds. Grinding changes how food behaves. Fermentation lets microorganisms transform ingredients before they enter your body.
Cassava is a spectacular example. Today, hundreds of millions of people rely on it as food, but some varieties contain compounds that can release cyanide. Process it correctly, and it becomes a staple. Process it badly, and it can poison you. Think about how bizarre that discovery must have been. Someone encountered a plant that could hurt people, and instead of abandoning it forever, generations eventually learned exactly how to transform it into dinner. And this happened again and again. Humans learned to grind, soak, roast, boil, dry, smoke, and ferment. Cooking wasn't just about making food taste better. It expanded the number of things your species could safely eat. Fire may have changed us even more deeply. Cooking softens food and makes many nutrients easier to access. Instead of spending enormous amounts of time chewing raw food, humans could extract energy from meals more efficiently. But there's another part of this story that's easy to miss. Food knowledge wasn't just useful information, it was survival infrastructure. If the people who knew the landscape disappeared, part of the group's ability to survive disappeared with them. An elder who knew where roots grew during a drought, which leaves could be eaten, and how to prepare a dangerous plant wasn't just remembering trivia. They were carrying generations of failed experiments inside their head. And eventually, those lessons became cuisine. Recipes look ordinary now because the dangerous experiments happened before you were born. Boil this, soak that, never eat this raw, remove this part, cook this twice. So when you look at a traditional recipe, you're not just looking at someone's preferred way of making dinner. In some cases, you're looking at information that survived because the people who ignored it got sick, and the people who remembered it ate. Now open your refrigerator. Almost everything inside is safe, identified, processed, packaged, and waiting for you. You don't smell it for poison. You don't watch birds before taking a bite. You just eat. And you can do that because thousands of generations before you already asked the dangerous question, "Can I eat this?" Your dinner isn't just food, it's inherited knowledge.